Hello world and welcome back to my channel Honza's Collection for another retro review and unboxing video of Hot Toys Iron Man Mark V from the movie Iron Man 2. It is a die-cast piece called MMS400-D18, and if you are wondering if it's a old one or the new reissue, then I can tell you that this is the old one, the OG, because I have bought this guy from the second hand from one of the guys in the collection section on Facebook. So I have decided to buy him for more or less half the price than how he cost at the beginning when he has been released on the market. And as you can see, the box is such a huge amount of piece that I cannot even fit it into my studio where I'm shooting this video. So unfortunately you guys have to deal with it because I don't have unlimited space for everything. So this is how he looks. This is the top where we have Iron Man 2. Then here on the side we have one hand. Down here there is nothing, just the gray area, which is very plain. Here we have some credits, so nothing really special. And here another hand. So regarding the box art itself, I think it's quite boring, to be honest. I don't see anything special on it, and I don't like it very much. I have seen much better box art, and I know that it is some sort of retro box art, so in case I would put box art onto my display, I would probably not use this one because I don't see the point. And also there is one more thing which I'm not really comfortable with, and that is the fact that it is very strange when it comes to the packaging, because we do have this box separated right here, and you have to go up with this, and then you can see the Mark V, and then you will put it away. What it means is that you are not really able to take this box anywhere with you. You have to always hold it from the bottom, which is not very practical. So you have to be really careful, because otherwise you might potentially damage what you have. So I would suggest to always use shipper if you have the option to do so. And here we have the coffin, basically, because it really looks like a coffin. And if we will open this baby up, then what we can see right here is the Mark V. And he is from the iconic scene from Iron Man 2, where Whiplash was fighting him on the track of the Formula 1, where he was wearing the tracksuit, and then he appeared in the Mark V, and then basically never did it again. But it was very iconic, and we all love the scene, including myself. So I do hope that you guys will enjoy this video together with me. So this is how he looks, but we will take a closer look in just a few seconds. But before we will do so, we have to talk about the accessories. So I am going to show you what he comes with. Alright, so before we do so, I have to tell you guys one more thing, because this Iron Man has battle damaged pieces, which you can see right now, but on the other hand he has a special one, because as I mentioned, he is from the second-hand market. And when I took him from the guy, he got this problem on his knee, because as you can see, this popped away. It is broken. So That's how it should look like, but it's not. And it shouldn't be a huge issue. I will use a glue on it, but it's definitely a problem, and the value of this piece is now lower than it should be. So I have received a discount for this guy, so I'm okay with that, but I thought that it is worth mentioning how sometimes dangerous it might be for you to order something from the second hand, and the owner told me that it was a surprise for him as well, and you know, he was open for discount, whatever, but you know, you never know who you might find on the internet, so please be careful, guys, because you definitely don't want to buy broken pieces for a lot of money. So I thought that it should be mentioned here as well. So first of all, we have the small batteries and the screwdriver. So I don't think I will be using this because I usually don't use the light up functions on my figures. So just for you to know, he lights up everywhere where you would expect him to. So, you know, hands, arc reactor, and so on. And we can continue with this piece. As you know, there is also already a sewed up version where this guy is in a sewed up pose, where he is basically a statue, and I didn't like this one, so I'm happy that I have what I have. But I also thought that similar to the new one, the sewed up version, this will open, and it won't, which was a surprise for me. It is a bit disappointment, but what can you do? So yeah, we have the briefcase. I like the red because it really pops. On the other hand, the silver is also not so bad. We have very tiny scratches on it, but we will talk more about scratches, and we don't really have to go very far. But here we have also the display stand. So as you can see, we have the part of the track. The newer versions also have some sort of diorama display base, which looks really cool, but I'm okay with what I have. If I would be able to get the new one for a better price, I would be even happier, but in this case, for what I paid, I'm fine with that. We have a metal nameplate here, which is fine, and crotch grabber for this guy. So unfortunately, you cannot put him in the pose where he would be able to fly, because you don't have any support here. So he will be standing or walking or something like that. One more thing which we have to mention right now is the fact that it is not how it is right now, because if you have started collecting somewhere around endgame, which is where I started, you already know that sometimes you might get a figure, and then a couple months later, Hot Toys will announce battle damaged version, where you have a lot of scratches and damages, and everything is broken, and you might know that I already have a battle damaged Iron Man Mark 85 from endgame, and if you would be interested to see the review, then definitely let me do so, and I will prepare it for you sooner or later. And in this case, we have battle damaged pieces already here as accessories, so that is really cool and really great, and hopefully we will see that more often, but I'm realistic, so I don't think so. So starting off with the hand, as you can see, we have a lot of damages already right here, so you can see that the fingers look different every single time. So it looks really cool. You can see how it has been damaged. It's really nice. You can see a lot of scratches everywhere because Whiplash gave him what he deserved. Well, you might don't agree with that. So here, this is what I really like. This looks really cool. How it has been damaged here. Like, it will definitely pop on the display. You can see the washes in the crevices right here, and a lot of like a paint which shouldn't supposed to be there, and like it should be there because Hot Toys has decided to do so, but it looks much more used than different figures, and I really like that. So here is how we will put it onto the figure, and you can move with this piece, you can move with that in the elbow section, and also regular 1/6 scale, but you are slightly limited by this piece. Oh, actually you are not limited that much. Okay, yeah, that's doable. All right, so enough about this, and let's focus on another things which we have right here. And we have the chest section, one part of it, and I will try to put it on the figure later on if I will be able to do so, because it is, as you have seen, very fragile. So we have one piece, then we have this part which belongs to the right section of his chest, so it should be something like this. You can see the scratches everywhere. It looks really cool. I really like that. And then on the arc reactor section, you can see the details all around the arc reactor, and then here how he got slashed by Whiplash. Really cool. I like it a lot. And then we have the arc reactor, or at least I hope it was arc reactor, but it should be, right? And it is basically the accessory, so he can hold it in his hand, because why not? So it's cool. Can I open this somehow? Not sure. Probably not. Well, I definitely don't want to destroy it. No, I think that it is what it is. All right. Oh, okay. Now it's open. And yeah, that's all I can do, I guess. Right? Yeah, I think so. All right. So this accessory, then we have this fist. You can already see how it has been damaged. Once again, looks really cool. I really like how he has various fingers here. You can see that the tracksuit goes under the suit, and you can see that when he slashed him with his whips, then the tracksuit appeared under it. So I really like that. Alright, then we have the regular hand, and in this case we have articulated fingers here. Once again, I have to be really careful, but yeah, you can move with everything. Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, I will have a lot of fun with that. And if you are wondering if he can do something like this, yeah, he definitely can. All right, and then we have this piece, and you cannot articulate anything here, and that's because he will attack on you with this hand, and then you don't want to see the small details like the ankles, because as you can see, it doesn't look that cool when it's open, while here this is much better, right? So I'm very happy for it, because they could include only this one and call it a day, but they didn't. And we also have another hand which is very good for a pose where he will attack somebody. So there is a left and right hand, and also left and right hand which you can articulate. So really cool. And then we have one more piece which is battle damaged for his shoulder, and once again you can see how cool it is. So we will try to pop this on him, and then we have the Mark V head sculpt, the OG one, and you can already see the blood on his face. And this time it is on the opposite side, because in Endgame he has blood on his side right here, while here he has it on the other side, and it's slightly different, so okay. And we have a young Tony Stark here, and I think that the head sculpt looks really okay. I can see definitely the Robert Downey Jr. likeness there. He's definitely younger. His hair looks very rich and young as well. So he was a younger dude, and yeah, I do believe that this is how he looked like in the past. So I really like that. Very cool. All right, so now let's talk once again about the figure itself. So I will try to show you guys how amazing or not he is. And here I have decided to put him on just one leg, simply because I wanted to show you guys that it is possible, because yeah, it's quite hard to put him in a pose like this one, and as you can see, the crotch grabber is really not helping much. So I wanted to try at least something a little bit different. I know it's not movie accurate, but I wanted to show you guys some funny pose which you can do with him, and also show you how he looks in his clean look before we will try something else. And as you can see, he is really mad on his back. Yeah, it's fun, but it's not how he will end up on my display. I can promise you that. So let's try something different. All right, so now let's take a closer look on the Iron Man himself. And first of all, I have tried to fix the knee. We will see if it holds, at least for the purposes of this video. If we want to take a closer look, then we have to play with the camera a little bit, because it's quite hard. And also, yeah, this light will be probably better. So now you can see that he is pretty clean when it comes to the suit himself, but there are a lot of teeny tiny details which are worth mentioning. And yeah, he is silver and he is red. That's the first thing that you will see. It is quite different than the Iron Mans, which are yellow. And we have a lot of tiny details here. For example, you can see on his shoulder the various scratches everywhere, and how he looks, it's quite impressive. And yeah, it is really cool. you can see that the scratches are pretty much everywhere. Like if you will really focus on that, then you can clearly see that it's not as easy with him. Also on the head, you can see that they really tried hard to give him the look how he has it. Also here on the hips, right here, over here, then down on the bottom. This is almost clean, but then yeah, here we have something, for example, on the other leg, also something else as well. And as you can see, like it is asymmetrical, all these little scratches, so it looks even more realistic, because obviously if it would be symmetrical, then it's not making any more sense. So yeah, I really like it. If we will take a closer look at the back, it's quite impressive engineering, don't you think? Like, this is really cool. Like the spine, how it looks, it's amazing. Once again, take a closer look at all the scratches everywhere, how it's all detailed. Like this is something else, guys. You can see that everywhere is something to look at. It's very impressive, really cool. But in the end, it is still an Iron Man, and Iron Man has a lot of parts which can move. So let's try to do something which will show you what this guy can do. So I'm pretty sure that I will definitely forget something, because there are so many things which can be moved somehow that I will definitely forget something. But bear with me, guys, I'll do my best. So first of all, the head sculpt, like he can fly like this. It is quite impressive. Nothing really which could be a problem. You can also open it somehow, yeah, like this, and you can put the batteries on the inside and then light it up. I cannot do this right now because, as I said before, I didn't put the batteries in, but yeah, this can move. Then also this can move as well, and I have to be really careful because I don't want to break it. Then you can see that the arms can do all the way. It can do anything you want. Then you have this shoulder pad which can be moved and rotated somehow. And by the way, this is metal, while the one which is for the battle damaged purposes, this one, it is only plastic. So it's quite interesting. Then regarding the arm, you can do the single band, which you can do something like this, and you can see how this is moving. But then you can go even more than that. So here you can see you have double band, and this part will move. It is really cool, guys. I like it a lot because that's something, right? This is unexpected. Regular 1/6 joint right here. It's quite normal. Then on the chest you can open these teeny tiny things. I have no idea how to call them. You guys can let me know in the comments down below. And if I want to open this, I can. And now I think I have removed this. Yeah, that's what I did. It's a little bit too much. Yeah, now you can see it is out, and if you want to put the battle damaged piece there, you will just slide it back in. Alright, so here you can see that it will open the engineering on the inside. It is really cool. Then also on the other side it's possible to do it as well. You can move everything. Like this is, I mean, how cool is that? This is amazing. For some reason, some of these parts I can open a little bit more, while others are not posable that much. I don't know if that has been done originally, or if it is the thing which I have to accept, given the fact that I have this figure from the second-hand market. So this part I don't know, but yeah, still it can be moved. So now, well, yeah, you know, let's keep it like it is and let's move on. So then you have these tiny plastic pieces here, so that you can potentially move with his leg, and it is plastic, and I don't like it because it's very fragile. I don't want to break anything. Please don't break. So here we have other parts and pieces. So like you have a lot of die cast here, but you also have a lot of plastic pieces. And for example, this part is die cast. You can also yeah, you can do this. If you will click on this, then you can extend how high he is, which will allow you to move with the whole body a little bit more. It's not bad, but I don't want to break anything. All right, then if we will go down, we have double band at the knees. Quite impressive, right? And then what else we have here? Yeah, we have legs which can be moved like that. Also, once again, a lot of plastic pieces, especially down here, so you have to be really careful where you will potentially hold this guy, because you never know, right? So here, like that. And this is still not the end, guys, because he can also do this. Isn't that amazing? I think it is. So if you are wondering what is so expensive on the Iron Man from Hot Toys, these things, guys, these things. The things which you can do with him, I mean, that's just something else, right? So you can pose him any way you want. It is the same on the other part as well. So you can open this baby up like that. So you almost have a suit up version, as you can see. However, he's not holding steady because I'm doing a lot of experiments here. Please hold. So now you have a much better overview about what you can possibly do with him. And this is still not the end, believe it or not, but it is really not the end, because then you can go to the back and you can do some stuff with this as well. So you can open these parts. All right, stay with me. I'm not sure if you will be open to use something like this, but if you want to, you have plenty of options. So you have various chances to do the pose you want, and yeah, he can fly somehow like this, more or less. Really cool. So I think it's the right time to try also the battle damaged pieces on him. And now we have him in a battle damaged pose, and it was a pain. But before I will show you the whole figure, just let's take a closer look on the manual, because it's also quite interesting, and there are a few things which I didn't mention so far. So first of all, here you can see where you should put all the batteries. So it's quite straightforward, but it really looks like something that I don't want to do at this point, because I had different issues. But what is important to mention is that you shouldn't put him on these dynamic stands, because he is too heavy and he could fall. So be careful about that, don't try this. Then here is how you can switch the head. One more thing is that here is how you can switch the chest plates and all the damaged armor on him. So we have seen that. This is everything you can potentially open, but we have seen these, but we haven't seen this one on the back of his leg, and this one on the front and on the side of his leg. It is also possible to open this, so I thought that I should mention this as well. This is regarding the arms, you have seen that before, and extended shoulder movement is also something which you have seen already. If we will go to the waist movement, then you can see one more thing which I forgot to show you, and that is the fact that you can also move the waist to the side. So this is possible if you will extend it, and here it tells you that you should not try to extend the foot by pulling it downwards, because you might damage it. Here you can see what I also mentioned before, that you can extend it for a better movement. This is how you can do it. And then here you can see all the angles which are possible to do. Here is some caution, so there are some edges on the armor, so be careful about that. Also, don't throw this on your leg. That's it. So here we have Iron Man in the damaged armor suit, and first of all I have to say that it was much bigger pain than I thought before I have decided to try to put this on him. So first of all, I have to say that now when I have him in battle damaged suit, I definitely don't want to change it anymore, because it was a nightmare. It really was. And like this part, this hand, it was quite okay. I was basically fine with that, but this shoulder plate, where I have decided to change it for the battle damaged version, oh my god, I spent maybe like 20 minutes trying to put this on the very small pack, which was probably, although it was very small, it was probably way too big, and like it was a true nightmare. Probably the worst thing I have ever experienced since I have started collecting hot toys. So guys, it was really terrible. I definitely don't recommend anyone to do this, and if you will choose to do so, I think you will agree with me that then the battle damaged piece right here will stay there forever. Meanwhile, also, by the way, as you can see, you cannot really tell that it is a plastic piece. It really looks very shiny, very similar to the one which we have before, the die-cast one. And here on the chest plate, I think everything is how it should be. Oh, I should click slightly more. So this is how it looks. I think it's amazing, right? So here we have very simple pose, and as you can see, the base is not big enough, so even that we are only walking slightly, it's still way too small. So all right, I think that's about it almost, but I have one last thing which I would like to show you. Well, first of all, I thought that you might enjoy if I will show you how Rescue looks like with the face of Gwyneth Paltrow. And if you guys were wondering if it is possible to do superhero landing with Hot Toys figures, then yes, you definitely can do this. And it looks quite impressive, something like this. It is quite hard to put any Iron Man figure like this, but it is possible. You can also do that with Mark V, but I have decided to give him one last pose which will be slightly different, and it is also, I think, quite iconic because now he is attacking somebody, or he's about to, and this is how he looks with the head sculpt, and I think he looks quite fantastic. You have to admit that this is really cool, but it's still not the end, because yeah, this figure is amazing. Despite everything bad I said so far, it is still really good, and I can see the likeness there for sure, but this is what I wanted for so long. You guys have no idea. Like, I had this duo in my head for a long time. It took me a lot of years to have this, because the pose and the scene from Monte Carlo is absolutely stunning. It is something which got me to MCU, and it was one of the elements which made me the fan which I am today, and I definitely wanted to have both of them, and I wanted to have Whiplash for so long, and I have him, and I was waiting for Iron Man for even longer period of time. Although I already have the Endgame Iron Man, I am super happy that now finally I have Mark V in my collection. So I have these two iconic figures from Iron Man 2, which is one of my best, which is basically one of the best films I have ever seen. Now I have it in my collection, and they look stunning together. I will definitely prepare some even better poses for them for my display, but at least for now I wanted to show you guys how they look together. or even like the three of them together. I know it's not movie relevant because a rescue is from Endgame, but you know, whatever. I still like it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I still believe that Mark V is absolutely stunning figure. I love it already, and I'm super happy that I have him in my collection. And yeah, I definitely recommend this guy to anyone who liked Iron Man 2. I don't think you will be able to find a better figure than this one. Maybe the one with the diorama display. It could be potentially better than the base which we have right now, but other than that, he's still absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I hope you are enjoying what you are seeing, because I am enjoying this a lot. So I hope you guys did like this video, and this time it asked much better effort from myself than the rest of the videos, because to be honest with you, I have been recording this video for the whole Friday afternoon and evening, and now it's 10 o'clock in the evening, and I'm exhausted because it was quite hard to put this video together. So I really hope that you guys will like it, and that I will see a lot of likes and a lot of comments down below. You can let me know if Mark V is your favorite suit, if Iron Man 2 is your favorite movie, and you can also let me know what do you think about Iron Man together with Whiplash, and about his brown suit, because yeah, it was orange in the movie, but they had some issues with the rights and licenses. But I don't care anymore. I just love what I can see now. So let me know down below what you guys think, and yeah, I look forward to see you in another video.